Within this chapter, we focus on Taiki as he battles with his own imagination and feelings of jealousy. After seeing Haru and Chanatsu acting very friendly towards each other outside and inside of school. Hello everyone and welcome to the Enemy's Ilya, and thank you for joining me as we talk about all things chapter 5 of Blue Box, the manga series. A great chapter that once again sees focus on our main protagonist, offering a chapter full of emotion and comedic moments with some development for our main protagonist as well. Now, first and foremost, to speculate a little bit more as to the relationship between Chanatsu and Haru, because this wasn't confirmed within the chapter itself. However, we do see them acting very friendly towards each other both inside and out of school. Personally speaking, I do think they are both childhood friends that grew up together thanks to them both sharing a passion for their respective sports. And one possible outcome could be that led to their meeting could be a link between both of their parents. Haru's father and mother could happen to be good friends with Chanatsu's mother and father, creating a reason as to why these two know each other from a very young age, thus creating that bond and connection between the two. And also giving us a small reason as to why Haru is so friendly towards Chanatsu that he's calling her by a cute little nickname. A nickname that drives Taiki absolutely crazy. Not in a bad way, just in a kind of confusion sort of way. I have seen people stating that they reckon Chanatsu and Haru are cousins, which would be a really cool kind of concept to explore, and could go some way in explaining why they are seated next to each other within their classroom. It could be thanks to a classroom system in where people are seated based on their family connections, although a system like this was never confirmed. Might be a possibility though, we can't rule it out. But that does raise a particular question. If they are related by family, as in cousins, why doesn't Chanatsu stay with Haru? Could it be due to a secret romance? Maybe Haru has a love life that he doesn't want anyone to find out about. And having Chanatsu within the house, in close proximity to him, would kind of risk that secret getting out into the open. Or is it just simply the fact is that nobody at their school knows that Haru and Chanatsu are related in a family connection, in being cousins? Meaning that this would create too much unwanted attention and could kind of ruin any chances of Haru basically getting a romance if people know that they're living together, but they don't know the fact that they are cousins in that form of relation. Whatever their connection may be though, I'm sure it'll be something brilliant and will be cleared up in the near future. Hopefully though it doesn't come across too comedic once it's been revealed, because I would like it to be something that might possibly drive our protagonist forward when he finally finds out later on. So then, switching up now, let's talk about Taiki, as his involvement within this chapter was brilliant, as he offered a lot of comedic moments that did make me laugh throughout the chapter itself, but we also ended off the chapter with a showcasing of development for him as a character that really felt like he had grown as a person, if only just a little. His mental sort of maturity has certainly grown within this chapter, and that was a development that I really did like seeing from this particular person. Understanding / believing that Chanatsu is the type of person to not let herself get distracted by the allure of romance, or lie about her intention solely being focused on her basketball and her team. The fact that Chanatsu is watching Taiki and tries to support him when she believes that he is feeling down, just to boost our protagonist back up and snap him out of his own delusions, which is so sweet and wholesome to read when presented in this chapter. I have been enjoying this kind of relationship that the two characters possess, in where they both share a common goal and are both supporting and guiding each other in trying to help each other overcome their obstacles and their tough times. And this chapter does more of that, so it was a delight to behold in my personal opinion. I love the fact, though, that he himself in Taiki realizes that he is being silly and questions his own actions. And the reason why I like this is because it shows me as a reader that he is able to develop and improve. Not only his game on the court, but also his personality and his mental maturity. He is not in any way a perfect character at this moment in time, or a perfect person. And to be honest, that's okay. I like a protagonist that has weaknesses and can identify his or her flaws in order to know where they need to develop, where they need to grow in order to become a better person, both in their goals, dreams, and their personal lives. And Taiki kind of encapsulates that. Honestly, at this moment in time, I do feel like Taiki is a really well-written character. But one thing that does have me worried, though, for Taiki is his knee injury. As is seen within the panel where Chanatsu holds Taiki back and he hits his knee pretty hard on the floor. Hard enough to be acknowledged in the next panel underneath. Now with Taiki training more and more and having a lot of pressure on his shoulders to make it to nationals, so he pushes himself even further, matches are coming up shortly. And if his knee is in fact hurting enough, it could damage his chances or hinder those chances of victory when facing off against other people. Now on the topic of Chinatsu, I do think her mental state at this moment in time is quite fascinating, because her character is, again, looking out for Taiki a lot, which I really do love, while focusing on her own goals. And we don't really know too much about this character just yet. I would like to see a bit more of a backstory, maybe like a dream that inspired her when she was younger, and learn a bit more about Chinatsu before she went into school. Because I feel like Chinatsu now is a character that we do desperately need to see something more from. But at this moment in time, I did love the fact that she thought Taiki ran home. Because she was worried that Taiki thought that she was sat outside waiting for him. So from that aspect, she's quite perceptive, and that is a key quality that I did like seeing her have. Yeah, hopefully that made sense. But on to Hina, as she does have a small piece of involvement within this chapter. Seeing how she's still being supportive towards the ship of Taiki and Chinatsu was great to see. And I'm glad that Hina also mentioned the words that Chinatsu stated in previous chapters, in where Chinatsu stated she's focused on her team. And the comedic moments with Hina were fantastic, so can't fault that. I enjoyed it. Hina's a great character. I'm glad we got more focus on her last week, but she still has a little bit of panel time here. Always good. Overall though, this was a great and enjoyable chapter with some brilliant artwork throughout. Like honestly, it's been stunning so far within the series, and the quality keeps on being produced chapter by chapter, panel by panel, and it was glorious to see. Great story writing, and hopefully we do see some badminton or basketball matches within this sports manga soon. I am excited to see how they're going to be drawn, how they're going to be presented, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be coming soon, but you know what, at this moment in time, I'm enjoying the comedy, I'm enjoying the character and world building aspects of this manga. It's still in its early stages, so I'm not going to be too harsh on the fact that it's a sports manga, and we've not seen much sports, because we've been focusing on the characters, on the world building aspect of it all, and you know what, that's been fantastic, so congrats to that. I can't wait to see what Chapter 6 serves up in the next one. And honestly, I want to know your thoughts on these chapters in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought of Chapter 5. Greatly appreciate it. And if you agree or disagree with any of the comments that I made, make sure you state your point as well. We'll have a good discussion about it. Why not? But more importantly, I do hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, hit that like button. Subscribe for more Blue Box manga reviews. And of course, above all else, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much again. Alligator, matane, goodbye.